Thanks, Claire.
Thank you and welcome. Happy Monday, Labor Day weekend. And thank you all too for your continuous support of your yoga memberships and continuing to, stay with us and stay with me. So that's going to be my gratitude. And I have another gratitude because you all know that I run two businesses. And so somewhere around today, I think it's today, I can't remember, but that I got my business license for my jewelry design company. And it today or this month marks 23 years of being in the jewelry business.
Wow.
So that's why I was a little late getting onto class, just because I was finishing up a Facebook post and it was a really, really long post. And I don't use AI, I still use my brain and I still write my own posts. And because I love to write, right? There's nothing wrong with AI. I use it for my business and content creation all the time. But this, I just wanted to write from my heart, and I did. And so and it's a great post. So if you're connected with me on Facebook, go check it out. I'll be sending out emails and stuff. And lots of fun things are going to be happening for the whole month. We're going to be celebrating. We're going to be having specials and anniversary sales. And I'm going to try to organize like a happy hour for all my customers. So, just stay tuned. It's going to be, but I am really, that's my biggest gratitude right now, is that I created something from nothing 23 years ago. And I have been able to, for the most part, make a living off of it. And that was like my sole business, right? Now, there have been lean years, right? And there have been times where I've had to get another job and I've had to, do this and that just to make ends meet. But that's just the life of an entrepreneur, and you just figure it out and you make it work. And I'm just really, really proud of myself. So that's my biggest gratitude. And of course, and then this, I've got also, a second business, which is my yoga business. And I'm equally proud of that as well, because I literally created that. Like, that's another something from nothing that I literally, and now they're sustainable incomes for me. So I'm feeling pretty proud of myself right now. So and this one, he came to put his stamp of approval as well.
That's right.
All right, who else wants to share and go? I know, Carol.
I can go. I'm Sam, and I'm just really grateful for this long weekend because it made me a little productive. And I think this is like the last long weekend I'll have for a long time. So, yeah, so this is really restful, trying to get back, like center myself back before tomorrow.
Good. Amazing.
Yep, that's great. Yeah, my name's Tracy, and pretty much the same gratitude. Thrilled and happy to have a 3-day weekend to just recharge and get myself together before we head into fall.
That's right. Well, I'm hanging on. We still have the next month or so, it's still going to be, warm and sunny. So I'm hanging on as much as I possibly can for sunshine and rainbows.
Well, we like it when it gets, below 100 here.
Yes. Yes. So, all right. And I am, let's just get into child's pose. We'll have a good practice tonight. All right, here we go. Spread the fingers wide, land on the mat. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. And just coming into this place of gratitude and grounding. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Really stretch the fingers forward. Push the hips to the back wall. Stay on the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. And then roll forward into a tabletop position on all fours. And let's just do some cat-cows. So dip the belly, shoulders down and back. Deep inhale, stretch up, look up. And then exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Drop the belly, look up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, round the spine. Good. Last one, drop the belly, look up, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, round the spine. And then shake everything out, nice and easy. Push back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Walk to the top of the mat, hang in ragdoll. Grab both elbows, slight sway from left to right. Good. Shake out the head, roll it out. Good. And then release the grip as you slowly unwind, uncurl, untuck. When you get to the top, bring the shoulders up by the ears, down by the sides. Bring the hands to heart center. Close the eyes. Take one inhale. Take one exhale. Inhale for one collective Om. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. And then gently open the eyes. Inhale the arms up, lift up, reach up, stretch up, and then lean to the right. Side body stretch. Okay. We're going to probably hold the poses a little bit more this evening. So slow down the flow just a little bit, but don't think that you won't get a good workout, because you will. Okay? So start the Ujjayi breath as well. Deep breath in through the nose, deep breath out through the nose. Inhale, push, exhale. Good. One more breath in. One more breath out through the nose. Good. And then lift up, reach up, stretch up, and then lean to the left. In and out through the nose. So long, deep inhales, long, deep exhales. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale. One more breath in, one more breath out. Good. And then lift up, reach up, stretch up, push the hips forward, take a back bend, draw an imaginary line on the ceiling, push with the hips, push some more, deep breath in, deep breath out, in and out through the nose. Okay, really stretch here. Keep the hands interlaced as you forward fold. Okay, again, in and out through the nose. Halfway, hands to the shins, forward fold. Shake out the head, roll it out, and then walk it out to downward facing dog. Okay. So again, we're going to hold down dog for a little bit, okay? So breath is going to be in and out through the nose, and we're going to stay here and breathe. In through the nose, out through the nose. Every time we do an inhale, you're going to lift up on the toes. And then on the exhale, you're going to see if you can sink the heels into the mat a little bit longer. Okay? Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay? Walk out the dog, but continue to stay in an upside down V. In and out through the nose. So see if you can make your exhales longer than the inhales. Couple more. See what else may be hanging out, maybe in the arms. See if you can spread the fingers wide a little bit. Feet are hip width distance apart. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Good. 3 more just like this. So again, use this time to see. Maybe you pedal out the feet. Okay. Maybe you roll into plank and then push it back just to get deeper into down dog. But just stay on the dog for 2 more breaths. In through the nose, slow. Out through the nose, slow. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Warrior 1, right side. Right foot through the hands, left is on the angle. Shift the hips, take the arms up, press the palms together, or have them face each other. Bend in the right knee. Good, Tracy. Cute skirt, by the way. Is that a skirt? It's cute skirt, whatever.
Thank you.
I like it. Lift up, reach up, in and out through the nose. Okay, so again, we are going to stay in these poses, really like activate the arms, the legs. Okay, the arms shoot to the ceiling, the belly's engaged, bent in the front knee, in and out through the nose. Okay, deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. Breath in, breath out. One more. Stay with it. This looks awesome, everyone. Good. And then drop the hands, warrior 2. Okay. So when we hold poses like this, we're really going to use the time to activate like the pose. Okay. So bend in that front knee, lower the pelvic floor to the ground. The arms shoot out. Okay. They're like almost like spears. This is a spear. This is a warrior pose. So you're looking over that middle finger, the belly's pulled in, the arms are active, the legs are active, the knife edge of that left foot is in the mat, and you're breathing in and out through the nose. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Breath in, breath out. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. And then you're going to humble the warrior. So you're going to take a bind with the arms. You're going to bow to the front knee. The arms go up over the head. And the head is below the heart. And it's to the inside of that right knee. In and out through the nose. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. One more. Okay, see if you can, again, get deeper into this shoulder twist here, the shoulder rinse. Breath in, breath out. And then release the bind, and then step the right leg back to downward facing dog. Let that go. Stay in the breath, in through the nose, and see if you can make the long breath on the exhale, out through the nose, longer. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 3 more just like this. Again, stretch into the legs, maybe push the hips back just a little bit more. You'll feel the tiny shifts, micro shifts, make a big difference in the body. In through the nose, out through the nose. Right? Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Warrior 1, left side. Left foot through the hands, right is on the angle as you rise. Okay, again, shift the hips, take the arms up, bend in that left knee, palms face each other, lift them like you're going to take the arms up and out of the socket. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Sink into the front knee, anchor the knife edge of that right foot into the mat. Inhale, exhale. Breath in, breath out. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. One more breath in, one more breath out. Warrior 2. Okay. Again, activate those arms. Look over the left middle finger. So again, energy shooting out from both arms. Bend in that left knee. You're lowering the pelvic floor. The knife edge of the right foot is in the mat. Good, Sam. And then you're breathing in and out through the nose. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Stay with it. Good focus, everyone. One more, in and out through the nose. See if you can make the inhale longer than the exhale. Good. And then humble the warrior. So again, take the bind. Bow, arms are going to go up over the head as you lean into that left knee. And then you're still in the warrior 1 legs. Breath in, breath out. In and out through the nose. Maybe you can lift the arms a little bit more to just get deeper into this bind, into the shoulders. Breath in, breath out. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. And then release the hands to the mat as you step it back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe pedal out the feet. Few more breaths. Deep breath in through the nose, spreading the fingers, push the hips back. See if you can get deeper into the hamstrings. Deep breath out. One more inhale. One more exhale. Block to the top of the mat, hanging ragdoll. Okay. Breath in, still in and out through the nose. Okay. Let the weight of gravity and the weight of your body is what's going to get you down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Couple more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Good. And then roll up nice and easy, stacking the vertebra. Whew. Should be feeling pretty warm if you were doing the nose breathing. So grab some water. I am sweating like crazy. I don't know if it's just because I was sitting outside all this time, but I was doing the breath with you guys.
I had to turn my air conditioning on. Or it was on, but it was too hot in here. I lowered the temperature.
Yeah, I'm sweating. I mean, if you do this breath, it will fire you up from the inside out, right? And sweating also releases toxins and things that are trapped. So really good that you're staying with it. Tracy, how you feeling? Good? All right. Okay, good. Okay, so let's go in and do some balance poses. Eagle right side. Okay. Again, we're going to stay with this breath. Right hand under, right leg up and around. Okay. Hug everything to the midline of the body. Stay on the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Okay. In and out through the nose. Stay focused. We are holding these poses. Okay. So if you fall, get back in because we are going to be here for a little bit. So let go of the attachments. Trust yourself. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Good, Tracy. Good. Come back into it. Yep, that's it. Stay with it, Sam. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Good. And then unwind. Eagle left side. Okay. Left under. Left leg up and around. Again, wrap the arms, wrap the legs. Bring the knees and elbows into alignment. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay. Pull the belly in as you inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the nose. The belly starts to expand on the exhale. It goes into the spine and then it goes out on the exhale. And the breath is still in and out through the nose. Deep breath in. Good, Sam. Good, Tracy. Stay with it. We've got a couple more. One more. Good. And then unwind, inhale, and then exhale down. Good. Standing knee raise, right side. Okay. Right hand to the right knee. Stay on the breath. Belly is in and out through the nose. Okay. Again, if you fall, come back to the pose because we're going to be here for a little bit. Okay. Your yoga practice begins when you fall out. Okay. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Stay with it. I saw that, Tracy. One more. Good. And then release. Good. Good. Way to stay with it. Okay. And then standing knee raise left side. So again, clamp the right toes into the mat, left hand to the left knee. Breath in and out through the nose. So the belly goes to the spine. You're going to straighten up. Okay. Good focus, Sam. Stay with it. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Stay with it. Breath in. Breath out. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Good. And then release. And shake out the legs. Good. Tree right side. Okay. So again, ground down, get the foundation. Everything starts with a strong foundation in yoga. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left calf. The breath is still in and out through the nose. We're going to maintain this heat up until the last probably 10 minutes of class. So keep breathing in and out through the nose. Okay. And then take your tree, expand wherever it's going to be. Okay. Create the counterbalance between the legs and the thighs. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. In through the nose. Out through the nose. This looks awesome, super strong. 3 more breaths. Last round. Good. And then release. Good. Shake it out. How are we doing? Give me just a thumbs up. We good? Yeah? Good. All right. Tree left side. Okay. Ground down. Bring the right toes, clamp them into the mat. Bring the left foot into the right side of the calf or the inner part of the thigh. Ground down. Belly's in, arms go up, lift up, reach up, stretch up. Stay on the breath, deep inhale, deep exhale. In and out through the nose. So again, belly goes in, abs are active and engaged, arms are up, legs are active and engaged. Stay on the breath, deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. Last round. Really good, ladies.
Air conditioner kicked in.
All right. And then release. That was the wind that took it out.
That was it. Yep.
That's hilarious. Okay. Top of the mat, extended mountain. Inhale. Exhale again through the nose, forward fold. Halfway, fold. And then walk the legs out to downward dog. Inhale, come up on the toes. Exhale as you walk again through the nose, walk on like you're walking on high heels to the top of the mat. Okay? Halfway, inhale, fold, arms come out to the side as you inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose, heart, hands to heart center. Okay, we're going to do a few more of these. Inhale up, exhale down. Halfway, inhale, breath is all in and out through the nose. Exhale. Walk the legs out to downward dog. Inhale, come up on the toes, high heels. Exhale through the nose as you walk to the top of the mat. Halfway, fold, arms to a T as you rise. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, hands to center. Good. Inhale up. Exhale down. Halfway. Fold, walk the legs out to downward dog. Inhale, come up on the toes. Exhale as you start to walk on high heels to the top of the mat. We've got 2 more of these. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Arms out to the side as you rise, inhale. Exhale, hands to center. 2 more rounds, inhale up. Exhale, in and out through the nose, okay? Don't lose this, okay? Halfway, fold. Walk the legs out to downward dog. Inhale, come up on the toes. Exhale, as you walk again to the tiptoe onto the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Fold, arms to a T as you rise, inhale. Beautiful, I saw that, good. Hands to center, last round, inhale up. Exhale down, again, in and out through the nose. Slow and constrained is the game. Halfway, fold, walk the legs out to downward facing dog. Inhale, come up on the toes. Exhale, heels. Start walking, sorry, you're gonna walk on the toes. Exhale to the tiptoe to the top of the mat. Halfway, inhale, nice flat back, exhale. Arms to a T as you inhale and rise. Circle the arms through. Whew, good. Okay, grab a little sip of water. Again, hopefully we're still feeling this. All right, top of the mat, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway, fold. And then walk the legs out to plank and hold, okay? So the belly is gonna be pulled in. You're gonna activate the core, the arms, the legs. You're gonna stay on the breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. In and out through the nose, okay? We build strength, we build resiliency, okay? In through the nose, out through the nose. Slowing everything down for 3 more breaths. And then drop to the knees. We're going to do some cat-cows. Okay? Drop the belly, shoulders down and back. Lift up, stretch up. Stay with me. We're going to hold the stretches. We're going to hold the spine. And then exhale, round the chin, tuck the chin, round the spine. Okay? We're going to hold these, so don't move until I tell you. Drop the belly, look up, inhale. You're going to keep sniffing on the inhale, stretch up, look up, sniff some more. Good. Slowly round the spine, exhale. Curl it in, tuck it in. Drop the belly, look up, stretch up. One more sip, inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Deep breath in, roll up, stretch up, look up. Good job, everyone. Exhale, round the spine. Get empty. Keep rounding. Last one. Drop the belly, look up, reach up. Good job, everyone. Stretch up. Inhale. Another sip of air. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Good. And then come back to neutral. Shake it all out. Okay? In and out through the nose. You should be pretty warm right now, if not sweating. I am, and I'm talking, giving you all the cues, okay? I feel like I'm just soaked through my body, okay? Rise to the knees for camel. And again, camel is going to be in and out through the nose. Take the hands to the back pockets. Push open. Stay on the breath. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. In and out through the nose. Let the exhales be longer than the inhales. Last one. Good. And then sit down on the heels. Hands to the knees. Close the eyes. Okay. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. Exhale. The breath is still long and easy through the nose. Okay, so see if you can make the exhales longer than the inhales. Breath in. Breath out. 2 more breaths just like this. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Last round, inhale. Last round, exhale. Good. And then release. Find your way to bridge pose. So walk out the legs, push the hips up. Tuck the chin, hold, and breathe. Okay? In and out through the nose. The chin is locked. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Couple more breaths. Good. And then lower Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Again, okay? Deep inhalation. So we have the tension and then the release. Okay? Let the knees fall open. Hand on the heart and the belly. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Breath in. Breath out. Couple more breaths in and out through the nose, slowing everything down. Happy baby. Oh. Bend the knees, and again, grab the outside edges. In and out through the nose, rock side to side, whatever feels good here. Deep breath in, deep breath out, in and out through the nose. One more. Good. And then come out and then hug, come in, hug in. Okay. So we just, again, went from opening the hips, opening the back, opening the front line, and now curl it all in. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more, tighten it up, tighten it up. Good. And then rock and roll, flip on over. And let's go right into pigeon right side. So you all know how to do it. Do your pigeon your way, in through the nose, out through the nose, and then sink into sleeping pigeon. Walk the arms out, stay on the breath, and breathe. Deep inhale, deep exhale. We're going to hold pigeon probably for 10 long breaths. Okay. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Few more breaths here. Again, allowing the breath to take you deeper into the hips, deeper into the stretch, deeper into your practice. Okay. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Three more breaths. One more breath. Oh, good. And then slowly, slowly come out of that. If you want, you can take a down dog to reset. Pigeon left side. Oh, left foot forward, toes of the right. Proud pigeon. And then sleeping pigeon again. Walk it down, walk the hands down, stay on the breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Couple more breaths. Last one. Good. And then release. Seated leg extension. Right leg is out, left is in. Whew. How are we doing? How is it in those deep, deep stretches and holding today like that?
Good.
It feels good.
It feels good for me too. I walked like 5 miles this morning, so I'm like really needing, this was good. So grab the big toes, pull, stretch and pull. One more. Good. And then switch it out. Left is out, right is in. Grab the big left toes and pull. Pull. Pull some more. Good. And then release. Oh, seated forward fold. Grab both toes, big toes, pull. Grounding both heels, pull some more. One more. Buckley came to say hello for the final.
Oh.
One of the OG yoga kitties. Right. And then grab the right leg as you go down. Bring the right knee into the chest, hug in, maybe twirl the right ankle. Supine twist, guide the right knee over to the left. And then T-top that right arm. Twist. Twist. Twist some more. Good. And then release. Bring the left knee in, arms at the rib cage, hug in, and twirl out the left ankle. supine twist. Okay. And then release right into Shavasana. Feet flop open, palms face the ceiling, eyes are closed. And just give me a thumbs up if you're okay with going, probably about 5 minutes or so over. Yep. Tracy. Okay. Yep. Sam. Okay, good. Yeah. 5 or 10 minutes over so we can have a nice long Shavasana because this is a really good practice. And now I want to be able to give you the benefits of rest. Okay. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Stay in Shavasana. I'm going to read again The Way of the Dragonfly, 101 Maxims for Leading a High Vibrational and Conscious Life. Speak your mind, even if your voice shakes. Maggie Kuhn. Express healthy emotions. Express your emotions in healthy and authentic ways, Dragonfly. Just as the universe flows as a vast ocean of energy with every wave and ripple reflecting its boundless rhythm, so too are your endless currents within the sea of your being. These vital forces are meant to be acknowledged and expressed, not suppressed or allowed to overwhelm you. Healthy emotions expression is an art. Like the harmonious dance of stars and planets in the cosmos. It requires balance and avoiding both the bottling up of feelings and letting them erupt uncontrollably. Honor your emotions as essential parts of your human experience, giving them voice with awareness, respect, and grace. This balanced approach nurtures your inner rhythms, fostering open communication, emotional intelligence, and self-compassion. When you share your truth from a place of harmony, your inner emotional world aligns with the universal flow. By expressing your emotions healthily, you deepen your connection to yourself and others, creating space for greater authenticity and understanding. Your truth matters, Dragonfly, and sharing it with balance and care allows your light to shine even brighter. As you go through this week, really see if you can tap into your emotions and your emotional experience. How do you express your feelings? Was it healthy in a healthy, balanced way? Look for ways to acknowledge and express your emotions, deepening the connection to yourself and others. What steps can you take to ensure that you honor your emotions with awareness and grace, allowing for more authentic and harmonious expression moving forward? Leaning into expressing healthy emotions. Start to bring in some slow movement. Wiggling the fingers and the toes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Gently roll to the right side. Cup your head in your hands as you pause. Smile, knowing that we did really good work tonight. Practiced, was on point. Tuned within. And then gently, slowly push yourself up. Keep the eyes closed. Bring the hands to center. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We'll close with one Om. Inhale for Om. Hands to third eye. Bow. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Sam, for your beautiful practice. I appreciate your time, your energy, your light, and your flow. Together we all say Namaste. Yeah, that was a great, great class.